Mom arrested for having sex with family dog. She needs to be stopped. How do you even get caught with the family dog? You're telling me somebody had to walk in on you doing something with the family dog. What do y'all think it is? She was getting back shots from the dog, or the dog was licking something? Y'all know what I mean? We're gonna tap in though.
And the following items is what we're gonna be looking for. Images or videos of child engaging in conduct defined in Florida State Statute 87.071.
I don't understand.
Hold on,
I can't have you read this right now.
It's February 15th, 2024, and a task force from the Lee County Sheriff's Office are executing a search warrant at a residence on Misty Morning Lane in Fort Myers, Florida. The team has descended on the property over a child sexual abuse investigation. Someone who lives there has downloaded abuse material online, and the download has been intercepted by law enforcement.
Yo!
When the team arrive at the large family...
Wait, so that actually happens? Wait. Wow, so that actually happens. So when somebody downloads like child, you know what, the authorities get alerted. So because sometimes, like, don't be weird, I had to put a tag out, but it's kind of weird, right? Because isn't some of it on the internet bait? Like, isn't it like what's it called, a honey trap, right? So they post that on purpose to get people to download it and to see it, and then they get their IPs from that, right? But the thing is, how does the government, or how does police departments, how do they get the videos and stuff in the first place? And I know it's kind of like fighting fire with fire. It's kind of weird, but it's doing its job. But still, like, it's kind of weird that there's deliberately posting child pee on the internet. And I just spit. My fault, bro. Oh God, lock and no.
Home on Misty Morning Lane, they're met by 26-year-old Samantha Lee White. It's 7 a.m, so it's a huge surprise for her, and as you'll see shortly, she seems confused as to why they're even at her door. From the eventual charges that are brought forward, it seems as if Samantha's husband, 29-year-old John White, was in fact the suspect police were looking for. But for whatever reason, and thankfully so, Samantha confesses to something that takes the investigation on a whole completely different path.
What? Wow. Oh my God. So wait a minute. So it wasn't even her. It wasn't even her that was watching. It was the husband, but then she got nervous and leaked her own info. Wow. That's actually insane. And Chloe, that does make sense. So basically it's like, all right, let's say for example on Twitter, right? Let's say Twitter, because Twitter's the most like degenerate website of all time. Let's say, or Telegram, because that's where they be at, right? Telegram, all that stuff. Let's say Telegram. They will post a link, and like in the thumbnail, like, you know how like videos have like a little box, like a thumbnail, you can click on it, it kind of looks like something. It would kind of be like, it can kind of allude to it, right? It will kind of allude to it, but like, oh, like the title can be like something weird. It will allude to it, but like kind of blurred out a little bit. And then when they press on it and actually try to go in it, then, you know, it kind of doxes them and get their information as, you know what I mean? What's up, Eric? What's up? But that's what kind of happens, right? Damn. Nah, yes, it's a trap. Yeah, got you. All right.
Davis, we're coming.
Bro, this family is all freaked out, yo. They're all freaked out.
Ruger, shut up.
Wait 1 second, you're walking too fast for me. I'm not hear you.
You got Twinkle Star in your mocap? Yeah. Can we put it back in your crib?
Yo, I was just about to say something about that now too. Yo, the cop is out of breath just walking. Like, bro. That's crazy.
He's just been hanging out. Just.
I want to grab a blanket since
Hey.
I'll be outside.
Hey, buddy.
What's
Is that what you?
for me? I have shoes. Yes, they're gonna
The
be out by the
downstairs?
door.
Okay. All right.
Buddy, some people came to visit.
So I'm going to read you this. We have a search warrant for the residence, okay? It's going to be under agency case number with Lee County 24-06919. For the address of 18130 Misty Morning Lane, Fort Myers, Florida, 339139. It's a single family home. And again, the address is 18130 Misty Morning Lane, Fort Myers, Florida. Honorable Judge Elizabeth Adams of the 20th Judicial Circuit in and for the league.
Oh my God! Can we just get to the part where she gets caught? Like, all right, disturbing confession. I'm skipping all that. I ain't gonna lie. Skip the yaps. You know what I mean?
Want to help do that right now? Okay.
I sure am. When we go in, is there a way I can just get a sip of water before we do
absolutely.
that?
For sure.
So as you can see, the news hit Samantha like a ton of bricks. But remember,
Wait. Sorry. Oh my God, chat. Oh my God, I'm sorry. Okay. Hold up.
One little section we couldn't clear.
Okay.
So if we can have her either leave little guy or...
Man, shut up. I don't care. Chat, listen. Basically, bro, like we said earlier, the cops said that there was somebody watching child. You know what? It was the husband. It was a husband that got trapped and lured into pressing the link or whatever, giving up his IP and giving up his Rust base. Okay, basically, I'm putting this in video game terms. Gave up his IP, gave up his fort in Minecraft. Okay, now the griefers, the cops, are coming to grief the fort, but another player, the wife, she actually leaked her own information, like saying, "Oh, I was doing this with the dog." So she didn't even have to do that. She thought it was for her, but it wasn't for her. It was for the husband. Y'all get what we're saying? Okay, if you don't, then shut up, leave the video, but we're going to keep going.
I sure am. When we go in, is there a way I can just get a sip
Thank
of
you,
water?
Eric. I'm going to show you later.
Absolutely.
For sure.
So as you can see, the news hit Samantha like a ton of bricks. But remember, I did say not too long ago that the abuse material charges were eventually tied to her husband, John. So how did she get caught up in...
Yeah, this guy definitely does it. On my life. Yeah, he's the type. This guy just has like Gooner eyes. Like, this guy has instant gratification, dopamine max, Instagram reels 20 hours a day, goons 3 times in a row, goons first thing in the morning. That doesn't even satisfy his wife anymore. Like, they don't even do nothing. They don't even, cause bro, if your wife has to go to the dog, like, there's something up with life, bro. You can tell, right? The wife went to the dog for gratification, like, or a satisfaction, like, holy.
in this case? Well, that's because of what she went on to tell detectives while they were searching through the property. At some point during the search, Samantha pulled lead detectives Cinchi and Barcelli to one side and stated she had to tell them something. And what was that, ladies and gentlemen? It was information on how she was fascinated by male horse genitalia, had watched multiple videos of horses doing the business, and female humans interacting with horses in the same way. Not only that, but
Bro,
also
what?
she had looked online for other animal related videos to see what piqued her interest. Dogs
Bro.
were noted as an animal she was infatuated with. In response to the information the detectives had just acquired, they asked if she ever made any videos with any animals or any of her 4 dogs that she owned. And it was at that point she told them, before she continued, she wanted Detective Barcelli removed because he was male. She didn't feel comfortable. They accepted the request, he left, and it was then she confessed to having sexual intercourse with her brown Labrador, the
Bro.
last occurrence being roughly 1 month before the search in January of 2024. Speaking of the first encounter, Samantha explained that her husband John was present. But during
Bro.
the incident, the dog became territorial and aggressive, so John left. Moving
Bro.
forward, it was reported that he would watch the pair from behind a door. Look,
Bro. Yo. Bro. He got cucked by the dog. Bro. There is no way this is real. There is no way this is real, bro. I gotta like stand up real quick. Bro, there is no way this is real. Bro, he got cucked by the dog. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
In a nutshell, Samantha explained that her curiosity got the better of her, and she didn't actually have a sexual attraction to animals. But Detective Sinchi wasn't buying it. After all, this wasn't a one-off, it happened.
Bro, like, the thing is, right? So this makes me think, what are other people I'm seeing on a daily basis? What are they doing? Like, what's my coworkers doing when they go home? You know what I mean? Like, what are people really doing? Cause like, people really be real deal freaks. Like, how do you even agree on this? How do you go to your husband, or how does he go to her? Be like, how do y'all go to each other? And like, who was the first one to even admit to something like this? You know what I mean? Like, how does this work? How does that happen? How does this get to? And oh my god,
multiple times. When pressed further, Samantha explained that when she drank, she wanted to have sex, but John was often tired, so she done it with the dog.
I told you.
Instead, because he was giving her the attention that she craved.
Because he was gooning too much. I told y'all, bruh. Because he was gooning way too. I told you, the eyes of the goons never lie. I can tell when somebody has goonerific eyes, bro. The goons is just, he gooned his life away, bro. I'm being dead ass.
Shortly after the statement was given, John decided to present himself to law enforcement. He had been hiding in the house. By that point, police had found a mobile phone that had been disposed in a toilet bowl. They knew it was his, so asked him if he had intentionally put it in there in an attempt to destroy evidence. He ultimately denied knowing how it got in there. Yeah, sure thing, buddy. Detectives told him a bit of water damage wasn't going to stop them from gaining access to the information that was stored on the phone, so it was for the best that he told them if there was anything on there. That and the fact that Samantha had told them about her relations with the dog, John had no other choice but to confess to his role in that part of the case. He essentially said the same thing as Samantha, but did tell detectives that the intercourse went as far back as 2023. The pair would be arrested in connection with this part of the investigation, and they were taken into custody for further questioning. But information surrounding that questioning, just like the child material part of the case, hasn't been made public just yet. That's more than likely because John hasn't pled guilty or gone on trial for his charges, which include several offences such as filming a person and an animal engaged in sexual activity, 2 counts of activity involving an animal, and 6 counts of possession of child sexual abuse material. I suspect most of the information will be suppressed until that part of the case has been wrapped up. Samantha was eventually charged with various counts of engaging in sexual activity with an animal. Earlier this month, in April of 2025, for those of you watching in the future, she pleaded guilty to those charges and was sentenced to 3 years in prison, followed by 3 years of probation. Her animals have been removed from her care. Of course, she's now in jail, and she's been ordered not to own any animals or live with any animals while on probation. It isn't clear if she has a lifetime ban though. For those of you wondering what happened to their child, we don't exactly know. However, what I will say is that when parents are involved in criminal cases, especially these types of ones, agencies such as the Florida Department of Children and Families get involved and assess the situation. That doesn't mean the baby will go into care. They could be with a grandparent or an aunt, for example, but they may be in care. Again, it isn't clear what's happened.
Yo, alright, let's end the video. My thing is this, right? Yo, you know how, like, yo, her life is over. You know that, right? Like, no matter what, bro, everybody's gonna know her for the dog fucker. No matter where she goes, any job, anything on her record, dog fucker. Both their lives are cooked. Like, this is insane. This is actually insane. Like, you're a real deal, like, dog fucker. And I remember there was a girl that, it was just infamous. I don't know if you guys are around like the Jersey area and just watching this video, but I remember this happened, right? So there was like a viral video going around that there's a girl at a school. She was doing something with an animal. I think it was a dog, and like it was like a high school girl. And bro, like that shit went around like the whole like Jersey area. I think Philly, I think New York, bro. And I think she ultimately just offed herself because bro, like that thing went mega viral and everybody knowing her as just the dog fucker. So for her, like, this is crazy, bro. This is crazy. Like, insane. You're known as the dog fucker for the rest of your life. Holy, and she's not even bad. Like, she don't even look bad. She don't even look that bad. You know what I mean? Like, I wonder, she looks normal. I wonder what people are doing that I see on a daily basis. Like, I really wish I had a scanner and like I can scan like what does this person have on their phone? What are they looking at? Like, what do they know? You know what I mean? I really wish I had. I wish I can read people's minds sometimes. But it blocks out like any negative I can read about me on God. Like if somebody's looking at me and be like, "Oh, I want to R word." Nah, I don't want to read that. You feel me? Okay, I'm losing the plot. Never mind. Sorry. Yeah, dog fucker. Yeah, I'm losing the plot. I'm losing the plot.